Welcome back! My name is Baller Scuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1982. Today, we're going to talk about the Pac-Man television show. The story of the Pac-Man television show takes us to Hanna-Barbera. We have briefly mentioned things created by Hanna-Barbera in the past. Hanna-Barbera Productions was founded on July 7th, 1957 as HB Enterprises Incorporated by founders William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. The two American animators founded the company to create their own animated cartoons. They had already worked together at MGM on a cartoon named Tom and Jerry since 1940. However, MGM closed their cartoon studio in 1957, primarily due to the rise in television, so Hanna and Barbera decided to form their own company. Hanna-Barbera would go on to create several iconic animated television characters, including Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, the Flintstones, and the Jetsons. Perhaps their biggest hit, though, came with Scooby-Doo. It was through the success of Scooby-Doo and several other shows based on the Scooby-Doo formula that Hanna-Barbera established themselves as the most prolific and dominant animation studio on television in the 70s. At one point, Hanna-Barbera was responsible for an estimated 80% of children's programming. However, moving into the 80s, Hanna-Barbera's dominance started to fade. Despite the success of their new show, The Smurfs, Hanna-Barbera could not keep up with other companies creating shows based on licensed properties. Hanna-Barbera was able to get their own licensed property in Pac-Man. We of course have talked about Pac-Man in its own video, as well as its sequel, Ms. Pac-Man, in its own video. Pac-Man is one of the most successful video games of all time. The Pac-Man television series follows the adventures of Pac-Man, as you might expect. Pac-Man has a family in the show, with his wife Pepper Pac-Man, later known as Ms. Pac-Man, his child Pac-Baby, his dog Chomp Chomp, and his cat Sourpuss. They live in Pac-Land, a land primarily designed around spheres. The adventures usually pit the Pac family against the ghost enemies, Blinky, Inky, Pinky, Clyde, and Sue. The ghosts work for Mesmeron, the chief antagonist of the show, and their uncle. Mesmeron's primary goal is to find the Power Pellets, the main food and power source of Pac-Land. The Pac family will often search for the Power Pellets as well, which can solve nearly all of the episode's problems. The Pac-Man television show debuted in the US on ABC on September 25th, 1982 as part of the Pac-Man Little Rascals Richie Rich show. On its debut, over 20 million children watched the show, in addition to the adults watching. Pac-Man became the highest-rated Saturday morning cartoon show of late 1982. The show would air a complete season in 1982, 26 episodes between September 25th and December 18th. There was also a Christmas special shown in 1982. With the airing of the Pac-Man television show, video games reached a mainstream audience that they had not reached before. Video games became much more a part of popular culture. Pac-Man in particular became a symbol for video games as a whole. It could be said that Pac-Man truly became not only a mascot, but video games' most successful mascot as a result of the success of the television show. Because of the success of the first season of the show, ABC renewed the show for a second season in 1983. We will talk about the second season of the show in 1983. The show would inspire more video game-based television shows. We will keep an eye on these as we continue as well. We will also hear more from the creators of the show, Hanna-Barbera, in the future. That will do it for the story of the Pac-Man television show for now. My name is Baller Scuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when we become incoherent.